I feel like this should be the first to be in set. Yeah. This should be the first to be.
The kid have to be up there.
Yeah. That's all. Okay. Alaikum salam. Was I exam is over?
Yes.
That's one.
Hello. Couple minutes.
Language. So we will begin our program. First on the agenda, which is very important, is our opening prayer. So we will call on Sheikh Farouk Kone to come in and invoke the word of God for his blessing. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Our honorable elders, all protocols observed. We will just go into prayer because time is fast spent. We were told to be at 9 o'clock, but it's time right now. So I will ask her to first recite Salat Ibrahim, and then I will recite Al-Fatiha so the Almighty Allah can bless this meeting. So, Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala Ibrahim wa barik ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala Ibrahim fil alamin innaka Hamidum Majid. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Now we are about to start this meeting. May the Almighty Allah guide us, and may Almighty Allah make all people to listen to their elders. May our elders also be able to decide what is best for us without any of the community. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Farouk. You all were prepared to call to duty. Good of you. I want to say thank you to our elders. You are fully represented here. This is your core meeting, and you really exemplify that by your presence. So that's very good. Second, we will read agenda on paper here. Usually when an agenda is drafted, it's subject to rearrangement and what have you. So what you have before you is been a little bit adjusted. So we will say that so we are all guided by that. Second on the agenda is the reading of the agenda. So we already did the opening prayer. So third will be statement by the elder stroke facilitator, which will be done by our Honorable Mohammed MLG Keita 1. And then fourth will be presentation by the members of the board of directors, followed by presentation by the interim leadership. The three of them will be given the time to come and tell us whatever important that they want us to know, what are the challenges, what is it that good for us. And then from there, we will listen to our elders. After hearing everything that we have to say, we will listen to our elders for their statement, their guardian, their advice, and what have you. Then after that, we have some sort of tete-a-tete discussion. We want to call it open discussion, at which time we will draw resolution from our meeting, our gathering, with the guardians of our elders, with the blessing of our elders. So whatever we take up from there should be, so constitute our total agreement. This time around, we want to work with the elders as they have promised to work with Felmausa, so no more we can have quarrel among ourselves. So Felmausa can be productive as it was intended. With that said, we go to the program. We will call on the elder stroke facilitator, Mr. Mohammed Keita, remark as a relator while we are here. Thank you. Go ahead.
My father is here. I'm not elder. Please take that out completely. I don't have nothing to pay the fine today. So I'm not an elder, okay? Thank you so much. And I believe that it was somewhere, perhaps in Exodus, in the Quran, where Abraham says something. If I may mistake, I don't know Abraham or Moses, one of them. And he says something which was not correct. But God permitted it because his word brought unity. Whatever we say here today, whatever we said before, it was a mandate from our elders. When we were called upon to come and to talk to our brothers and sisters, mainly to bring peace within our community, there was an issue. And that issue been existing for the last 11 years. So we try our possible best to see how best we can handle it. And we were called upon to make sure that we shouldn't leave unless everything is settled. And the first thing we did was to call our father and tell them this is his issue. They said, we are there with you, start. And we started it. God is number one. He did well for us. And our brothers and sisters, they listen to the elders. For you all on Felmausa Facebook, I want you to compare that from July, from Georgia, to now. And believe me, give yourself a big hand clap. Today, our brothers not pulling each other down. And one thing I like the elder, they say, when somebody call their name, you know what the first thing they say? If I told you, who is your father? That person go straight between his legs. He keep quiet because that's the kind of respect we have from Felmausa leadership. We are here today because the elders said, we want to see you, our children. Put your kids before us so we can settle everything and finish with it. Because here is Monday. It was started for our forefather and we have to continue to carry it. For you here, if you don't know about Liberia, you will see for yourself the kind of fragmentation we have in America here among us. You go to Liberia, the same thing happening there. I'm not calling anybody by name. Another ethnic group bought land in Monrovia, and they're also encroaching in our area, in our very counties. 15,000 need to create a district. If they get it, we are out. Only because we are not united. If only unity can call upon. But I don't want to take all the time today. My elders, our father, you say you want to see your children. They have issue in mind. They've listened to you. They agree to everything you said. But they are here today to also express their feeling, to tell you what are some of the burning issues they have. They want your blessing. So they are here today to talk to you. And we just want to say thank you so much. You made our words, you made our thought to be a reality. And thank you, may God bless you and give you long life. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Keita. Words are inadequate to thank you. You stood for the community. Since I got to know you, you continue to do it. From our high school, elementary school days, that is what I have known you to be. I am not surprised. Thank you. With that, we go to the next item of our agenda. Now, when we broke the peace in Atlanta, the community was entrusted into the hands of the board, aided by a team of executives. Session, we call on the board to come up and speak to our elders. Speak very, very precise to the issues that it can be handled in a traditional manner. So we call on 2 persons from the board. So first we call on board member Lai Toure. Next, the junior board member here to come and make a remark. But not Edo now. Not because you say now you are Edo, not Edo. Okay. So we call on board member Frank Sano to come and speak to the elders on behalf of the board of directors. Y'all give me a big hand clap.
I'll be able to talk for people here.
You sure?
Yeah.
Use the man.
No, I'm okay. Thank you very much.
Is there a lot to for the
We are here to watch our daily clothes. Facebook, social media is not anything you do. That's one of the reasons why we are here. Because we take everything, every little disagreement among all, we take it and put it on Facebook. Just to score points. And it's really killing us. So if we are here, we don't know what somebody going to say. We don't hear anybody mind. We are telling you, come out here, speak to our elders in a very respectful manner, culturally. It doesn't mean you should hide, but you will respect them and give your view, what is good, what is bad, and what you think. While they listen to you, it should not go on Facebook. Lord, end of the year. Whatever result we get here, we will post it. Good observation, and the elders say, we're not watching our clothes on Facebook Live. So with that said, please hold on your camera. We'll call on senior board member to come and give a remark.
Thank you very much, BT. Our elders here present, the 3 executives of Felmausa, in person of President Maurice Krumah, Hawa Krumah Kone, and President Babadi Sise. Before I start, President Chairman Dole, last minute of time, called me to proxy for him because he will not be able to be here. He actually bought his ticket, but the death of his friend's son, Obi's son, could not allow him to come here today. So he asked me to extend his greetings and his apology for not being here, and he hoped the elders will consider that. Also, one of our brothers, Brother Janga Kane, would have loved to be here. He's a board member too, and since the elders, we are having this meeting in Pennsylvania here, he represents Lima on the board, but he's bereaved too. His mother-in-law passed away in Bakedu, so he's home. So those are the reasons why these two gentlemen could not come. Moving forward, the Holy Quran made it very clear. The Quran told us that you should listen to your parents. The only time you can say no to your parent when they ask you to worship something other than Allah. Even that, you should be kind, soft, polite, respectful to them, but disagree. And when one of them repent, then of course you should be happy. And in our tradition, in the Mandingo tradition, our people tell us that wherever you go, your parents are there. And so if you look at these honorable people, they are our parents. So it doesn't mean your biological father have to be present. Wherever you go, whoever is of your parent age automatically becomes your parent by virtue of our tradition. And if you make the connection with what the Quran is saying, then of course you should always listen to your parents. And so that was the case in Atlanta, Georgia. Most of us were not happy when our elders came into the picture to tell us to stop the election. We're not happy. But I'm happy that we honor what the elders said. Because this is the case. Sometimes, when you buy a ticket to fly, maybe you want to go to Africa, and for some reason the driver that is taking you to the airport delay and you miss the flight. You are upset that you missed your flight. You have informed everybody that you will be in Africa, or you will be in Conakry, or you will be in Monrovia. But few hours later, you are told that the very plane you were to be in crashed and everybody died. Then you're happy. You say, Alhamdulillah, thank God I missed that flight. In Atlanta, Georgia, our elders intervened. But in our tradition, sometimes, it's important that when you intervene, you should be able to tell somebody, look, you are right and this person is wrong. That's our culture. But maybe the circumstances in Atlanta, Georgia, did not allow that. And we also did not go into in total or in detail of the problems in Felmausa. When people say that we're not united, I don't know from which angle it comes from. But I can tell you, by the presence of the elders and the cross-section of our people here, we are united. The problem we have, particularly in Felmausa, is our inability to follow the Constitution. And if you study the Mandingo tradition, our people are lost. Some young people will say, you know, this is Mandingoism. No, our Mandingo culture, though there was no written law, but there was an unwritten law, and our people respected that. Everybody in the village, everybody in the clan, everybody in the chiefdom knew these norms. You could not go against that. If you go against it, they ostracize you. They keep you away. Or they punish you. So in Felmausa, we got constitution. And that constitution, when it's written, all the members of captors agree that we agree on this constitution, and this is adopted, it becomes the working document of the institution. So that constitution, all of what you heard our dear elders, that constitution was violated by the president we had at the time, and thank God he's here Brother Mamadi Sise. You submit a bank statement every month to the board. It's in our constitution. The president failed to follow that. So for some of us on the board, that became a red flag. He could now account for $18,038.56. So the board is submitting that this amount, we want the elders to help us for somebody to take responsibility of this money. Either if our audit is wrong, we apologize to President Sise, or if President Sise is wrong, then he will have to pay the organization this money. Because this money is not one person money. This money is a community money, and people must give account to the funds that are entrusted with them. So the chairman of the board have asked me to come here and bring this issue to the attention of the elders, to the attention of the membership. We are okay with everything as far as we are concerned, but the issue of the $18,038.56 still remain outstanding, and President Sise have not been able to account for it. I don't want to take much of your time. If there come a need for me to come back, if the elders want to find out something, I will find out. I can answer, I can address it. If I'm not able to address it, maybe some other board members will be able to say it. But what I'm saying is not off head, it's within our constitution. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you very much. The elders sat down attentively. They listened to you. And I really appreciated you did that with total respect. You explained everything from the standpoint of the board. And some of us, we know what the roles of the board, what how to do. Whether you also missed it, we don't know yet. And we are here in your house to wash our daily clothes. Hopefully we should hear everything. Our elders are here. 4 minutes will signal you so you know that you are running out of time. Then you can. Observation? Yeah.
I think the presentation by, I'm not doing a report, but the presentation by Frank Sano kind of changed the direction of the discussion and the purpose for which we came here to discuss. Or because there's a lot of falsehood that were presented over there. And again,
hold on right there, Mamadi. Hold on, please. Thank you. You are very learned.
yeah,
I hope you took pen, jot it down.
I did.
Then when you come here,
But you're giving me 5 minutes.
yeah, that's why I say you are very learned. You can take 1 minute to do your disagreement, then you give your part of it. Please.
But I want to address the 5 minutes. I don't want to be talking, then you stop me. And
Nobody will interrupt you. Just use your 5 minutes the way you want it. Yeah. You, I know you're a very good guy. You may only
Come
My community members, our elders, I want to say thank you for organizing this forum. This is very important for us because as a community, we've gone through a lot. And it's good that nobody's going live here. So this is an opportunity for us to air out some of the feelings and some of the emotions that we carry for a long time. I think Felmausa has gone through several years of up, down. It's like a roller coaster. 1 minute we're making great progress, another minute we're regressing. And there's nothing wrong with having disagreement. There's nothing wrong with us disagreeing with each other. But sometimes in the interest of the organization and in the interest, the big picture of this Mandingo agenda of getting us somewhere, we need to see that and sometimes take ourselves out of the picture. I think that's the missing puzzle. So for me, I will take my 5 minutes to talk about some of the issues we need to fix within the organization. I know last year when we campaigned, we talked about some of those things, and I'm still going to bring them back to the table. I think one of the biggest problems we have in our community is reconciliation, especially among our generation, among us that are considered young people. Way back, as I grew up in Kanta with my fathers, Paseka Kita here, Brother Kita there, BT, all these people were basically my fathers. Everywhere I met them, the mentor, all of us somewhere along the way, Brother Farouk, all of us. So everybody mentor all of us. Today, it seems like our education that we've acquired, we cannot exemplify the same culture that we inherited. Somewhere along the way, we can say, maybe I respect you, or respect yourself. In a subtle way, not to say, directly. And I think those are some of the issues that we're having. How do we hold value? How do we put premium on the culture that we inherited? How do we put premium on the culture that we inherited, and at the same time still show that we have some level of education? Sometimes it gets a little fuzzy, but I want to talk about that because Felmausa in the diaspora, ideally is the hope of all of our people back home. Felmausa is the biggest, Mandingo organization anywhere in the world. So our people back home get this big hope that, one more we're America, I will know then, and they have this organization called Felmausa. So they're hoping that we can do something big for them. But then when you leave from Liberia, you come to the US, and they talk about Felmausa, you go there, you say, all the people are in that place, they're thinking about this organization, look where it's going. It seems like we're not going anywhere because of small issues. We can fix the constitution, we can fix some of it. We need to focus on this reconciliation thing. Some of the ideas that come to Felmausa are very good ideas. But because Pakistan is not idea, I would never agree because this is the man that brought the idea. So it's not about the organization or the image of the community, but it's because of Ansu Double that brought the idea, so I'm not going to agree with it because Ansu myself wanted Mala. So sometimes, we need to take ourselves out of that picture. So we need to reconcile the community. And I think it's good that the elders are here. They can talk about some of the ways that we can help to reconcile this community. Because, whether we like it or not, the Atlanta experience, I came out of Atlanta feeling very, very bad, very, defeated. I feel like I didn't achieve what I wanted to achieve. But I also felt good that I mustered the courage to stay there, right there, and finish that entire convention because it was a difficult decision. Extremely difficult to go to a process knowing, what you know, and coming out of there not achieving. But I felt good because the elders spoke and we listened to the elders. That is not a deficiency, it's not a weakness. It's actually an opportunity. And so we saw that opportunity and we said we'll let go, we'll come back here and still give back to the community because that's what the community is. We need to reform the organization. Every organization anywhere in the world, every so often, they adjust to the realities of today. Unfortunately, Felmausa is still stuck in the past. Since we established the organization, we set of objectives to say these are the objectives of Felmausa. We want to be a united community. We want to embark on this thing that can, advocate for our people. We want to establish some kind of network so our children can know each other through the Felmausa Convention. We're still stuck in that. It's 2019. 10, 11 years, 12 years later, we're still stuck in our past. We've not realized that, the world is going and leaving us behind. So what is confronting Mandingo people now in America? What is confronting us in Liberia? Today, in 2019, we haven't thought about that yet. Some of our brothers and sisters here, they are illegal immigrants, they don't have papers. What is Felmausa doing for them? Some of our brothers are dying in this country here, just from cancer, from other things. And what are we doing to help them? Even our brothers that are driving Uber, how can we get insurance for those people here as an organization? We haven't done that. Then we have people in Liberia that are also victims of injustice and Look at the Cabinet General story. Those are the things that are supposed to inspire us and say, okay, as Felmausa, what do we do so that the next person is not affected like Cabinet General was affected? We haven't thought about that. But when we come to the convention, what's happening? Okay. All right, so I'll rest and then maybe, we'll pick up later on. Yeah. I think, those are things that I want to talk about.
It needs to be adjusted.
Thank you. You spoke very, very well. Give you a big hand. You see, that's what we want. Our first speaker, he put his finger on a lot of good things. In fact, I like the airplane analogy you made. When you miss the airplane, you kind of, everything is good for me. When you hear the plane crash, then you get happy again. Perhaps that's the situation we're going through, and the brother he was telling us. And the impression about Felmausa in Liberia is quite different from what they say on the ground here. It's pathetic. Wallahi. And he was just trying to tell us what are some of the things that we ought to do and we're not doing it. Our people suffering in Liberia, in the various countries, in the various communities. Our only voice in the diaspora America, which told to be our devil, is not speaking. And that should be Felmausa. Thank you very much, Mr. Murray. You can come by anytime and add onto it. Having heard from our two speakers, our elders are listening attentively, they're taking notes. Those people, they come from the old school. They are very wise. Everything you're doing now, you are done, they did all of that. So no matter where you come from, they know. You come from the back, come from the front, they've been there. So we will call on our next speaker, our sister, our loan lady on the executives. What have been her experience since she got in Felmausa? What is it challenging or doing very well in the interim leadership, and what she has to advise. So call on Sister Hawa to come. 5 minutes. Yeah, I know you can summarize it the best way to hit your 5 minutes. Thank you.
I don't need a microphone.
Beautiful.
I'm a mom.
Beautiful.
So, yes, it's a Chroma thing. You know what? My brother already started the discussion with an opening prayer, so we're just going to continue on with that so I can utilize my 5 minutes a little bit more usefully. First and foremost, through my observation, what I've seen and realized, even before, prior to coming into Felmausa, just from being, looking from the outside, one of the big issues that Felmausa has is following rules. Very simple. You have the rules. You just don't like to follow it. The Constitution lays out every single thing. It gives you the blueprint of what each member of this organization, what their roles are. But unfortunately, everybody decides to do what they want to do. And when you decide to do what you want to do, what ends up happening in the end is that it becomes completely chaotic. Accountability. One of the major issues. No one wants to take responsibility for his or her action. Everyone feels like they're entitled. A lot of entitlement around. No professionalism. No adults really in the house. When you think about it, like Brother Vamuthi said, you don't have to like a person. No one's telling you to go and have lunch with them or be friends with them. All you have to do is work with them. We have so many great talents in our community. So many great talent. But we decide to push them aside simply because they're not our cup of tea. Which doesn't make any sense at all. Because your talent, your resources, you're supposed to bring closer to you to build and develop. And we're so quick to look at other communities and ooh and ah, and just gaze at all of the wonderful things that they're doing. And then we wonder why we're not doing the same. It's not because we don't have it. It's because we choose not to use it. In my professional job, I hire people and work with people I would not even spend 2 minutes with. But you know what? They're good at what they do. And if you're good at what you do, everything else is at the wayside. You want to bring those people up front. You want to bring those people to come and work together. As far as the finances are, once again, like I said, it's laid out in the Constitution. The policies are right there. What the administrations are supposed to do, what the board's supposed to do, pretty much what everyone's supposed to do, the chapter leaders and so forth. But if you don't follow the rules, you end up getting in trouble. You get in issues about the finances when you don't do what you're supposed to do. If they say you're supposed to turn in a financial report quarterly, you should do that. If they say you're supposed to turn in a bank statement, you should do that. Because once again, it is not your money. It is community money. And when something belongs to the community, it's fair. It's only fair that when you are put in the position as the keeper of that property, that you do what is right. So like I said, my observation with Felmausa, following rules and accepting accountability and bringing those individuals up front to the fore. It doesn't matter how you feel about them. This is their community as well, and Felmausa belongs to them. And they should be welcome, and they should be allowed to do their God-given rights, which is move their community forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Awa.
Wow. I Our mature women are yesterday, not like today. We got no reason now to go outside to go look for educated woman. Right. So she spoke very well, pretty much to the issue, and exactly what our leaders should do is exactly what she just outlined. I don't know if it's easy to follow her to the letter, but it's doable, I'm sure, very much. And she spoke very well. Thank you very much, Hawa. So our elders are seated. They are all the balu going on in our community. Very, very sad. So we will call on the third executive president to come over here to speak. But this time around, the third person stands in a different situation, so to speak. He's been accused. So in this whole deliberation so far that we have heard, he's been accused, and it would just be fair to have him to come and at least, given time, exonerate himself if he can. Based upon that, we will do him a justice not to limit him to 5 minutes. I think from all fairness will be, please do not.
Because what I had or have on my computer to present, or the intention I came here with, was what is the way forward. We went to Atlanta, we agreed that there's going to be no more delegate voting process in Felmausa. How is that going to be? Okay, I have my own recommendation, and I think I shared that with Mr. Keita and BT. I just want to go back to what was stated here. And an opportunity for me to say this in this open forum today, that I'm very, very surprised at the level of hatred somebody I call my uncle got towards me. Not just in this open forum, but whether it is behind me or before me. The level of hatred he has for me, he's the only person who knows why. That when my mother passed away, the statement, the money they're talking about, $18,000. How much money is Felmausa making? For one person to eat $18,000 for Felmausa. Just imagine that. One person. But that's just on a side issue. when they accused me of spending $450 in an African store with Felmausa bank or card. They said I used the $450 for my mother's 7-day memorial service. And the time the card
Go ahead.
the time the card was used and the time of my mother's 7-day, almost 1 month apart. It had nothing to do with that. That bank transaction was carried out for 3 solar panels that are today in Liberia. When we took the medical mission or nurses, we used it. When we went to Bakedu, we went to different places, we used the 3 solar panels because there was no electricity. And the statement that was made by him was that if you don't want people to talk about your dead mother, you should not use community money. And I did not use that money for my mother's 7-day funeral service. That's the level of hatred he has for me. I came to this leadership, we all can attest to that. There was not a single cent. We did what we needed to do. For over 9 months, we didn't have bank statement.
Okay, you got it.
Okay. For over
Go ahead. Before the time.
for over 9 months. 9 months we didn't have bank account. So when they talk about presenting bank statements, how will you present a bank statement when you don't have a bank account? It took us over 9 months before we could open a bank account. They all know that. They talk about quarterly report. I have my computer here. I can send the quarterly report that when we came into office, that we presented to the board. So the issues we have, like we said, has nothing to do with an individual. It's something like institutional.
We talk a little louder, please. But we can't use the mic.
It's not working.
I want to focus on this because these are some of the issues that is affecting our community. It's very, very disappointing because we all know that when I came into office, there was nothing in Felmausa. We took an office space here in Philadelphia. Everybody was happy when we came there. At the end of the day, they accused me for not paying for that office. Farouk Corner is here. That's what followed the report. $18,000 out of a Musa account. Ansu Donzo in Philadelphia here received almost $11,000 to $12,000. President Soko Sako is here. He designated who the money should come to. Money never came to me. I transfer money, wire transfer. We never dealt with cash. Soko Sako is here. The contract for the soccer fee, he signed the contract. We paid the money. It was not me. But besides that, I'm not accusing Soko Sako for anything. I'm only saying that that's the way the transaction went, and that's the way it should be. And these are some of the things that they say $18,000 is missing. But guess what? Not a single day they call Ansu Donzo, who received the highest amount of money from my leadership. Not a single day that he was called. But they called a friend of my wife for cash out for $300. Cash out for $300. that the cash card came and I put the money into my account. So what I want to say to the elders is this. The $18,000, we submitted a report. For those who can attest here, they are part of the Felmausa membership. I went on live TV to give line by line, itemized documentation for that $18,000 that I was talking about. Who the money went to, how the money went, the date, the time, and everything. And I still have my records. I will share that with the elders. I'm the only treasurer for my Mass G in Minnesota. We have over $200,000 in our account. Not a single day. Imam or anybody have come to accuse me, say this is what Mamadi have done. I'm somebody with integrity. I may not have it, but I will never come back. We sacrifice for this community. When this Felmausa was founded, I was the first vice president for operations. We came to Philadelphia here, we spent our own money. Talata is here, Soko Sako is here. Now let me ask Frank Sano about the role of the board of directors in any non-profit like Felmausa. Let me tell this group here, when last did they raise money? Because as per our constitution, they're supposed to raise the money. But let me tell this group, when last have they raised money for this federation? When last have they done that? Go ahead, man. Yeah, when last have they done that to carry on the activities of this federation? Zero. Zero, never. There's no record in our federation that the board of directors have gone ahead to do that fiduciary responsibility. It is not there. It's not there. So, at the end of the day, BT, I'm going to end. Like I said, the beginning of the discussion took me off track, and they have taken me off track because the purpose for which I flew from Minnesota to come here, I don't think is or will be fulfilled. So whatever I have, I'm going to email it to the elders. Mr. Keita, I will share that with Sis Hawa and Morris so that they can have it. If you think it is okay to be utilized for Felmausa to move forward, that's fine. If they think it is not, that's also okay. But I think to be accused here today, when in fact there are board members sitting here, that the statement that was made by Frank Sano was not a discussion that took place on the board. Whatever he said here today was something he said by himself. That is not something that was sanctioned by the board of directors. I just want that to be clear. It is not something that was sanctioned by the board of directors. So, elders, if I feel emotional, I want to apologize to you for that. But there is something that have haunted me for some time, and I needed to clear that off my chest today. Whatever I have, I'm going to send it to you, and I will share it with Sonny. Because I have my older brother called Jiba. She said, I got to know Frank through him. And even as we speak, he himself is disappointed.
1 minute.
Because never in my dream, I have never ever called, I always call him uncle. Never ever call him by his name. But when you say something about my mother, that's something that I would not accept. So I just want to say thank you very much, and hopefully we will continue the discussion, but I think what I came here for, I don't think is or will be fulfilled. Thank you.
As well, and Brother Kelly said that the board representative did not speak for the board, rather he spoke for himself. And he said it might be a personal hatred for him. And he said he's not that character. So we heard him, the elder told no. Like you said, we have cross discussion. The elder will take no. At the end of the day, the elder will come out now. Whatever method they want to use, this is not an investigation, so to speak, but we want to get at the bottom. So from here, we can have a unified community. I think that's the essence of us being here.
Yes.
Thank you. So now the three executive team.
My 2 minutes time. Okay, the thing here is that no one has stayed around Felmausa longer than I do. All right, that is a clear fact. So I know a lot about this organization. So when I hear people say the main issue we have in this organization is people not following the Constitution, people not doing this, those are all bogus. People not telling the truth. The reason is that people are not honest. That's the problem we have in Felmausa. When they talk about Constitution, they only interpret the Constitution that suits them.
Convenience.
I'm telling you, other convenience. I've been around the organization for far too long. From the day the organization was founded, the board of directors and administration have always been at loggerhead. The board will interpret the Constitution in a way that they deem necessary, and executive will interpret it in another way. And those who are friends with people who have been affected will always side with those people. That's the problem we have in our community. Let me give you an instance. 2010, I was running for Lima presidency. A friend of mine, a guy who I've worked with in the community for far too long, came and donated $200 to my campaign. But guess what he told me? He said, Talata, I'm a Camara, I will vote for my brother. In as much as I know you can do the job, I will contribute towards your campaign, but wallahi, I will not vote for you. He was honest to tell me. So that's the kind of community we have here. People are not honest. They will see somebody doing the wrong thing. As long as they are cool with that person, they will try to transform that into being positive. The problem we have is honesty. If everyone here will be honest, wallahi billahi ta'ala, if everyone here will be afraid of Allah and be honest and interpret things the way they truly are, we'll not have any problems. But we can kind of stay and say, you know what, Constitution is the problem, people not being financially responsible, people are not being dead. If people are not honest, it will not work. So I got 2 minutes. There's so much we got to do, but thank God the elders are here. But honesty is our major problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we see so many hands. So we come to our brother here. We take so.
Just a little complaint section, and most of these things we have discussed prior to Atlanta, Georgia, and then we went to Georgia. There was a whole session, and then after that, recently we had a telephone conference with the executive leadership, the board, and the chapter leaders, and we, discussed in reference to information or documents not being received. And from my understanding, from there, we were trying to move forward. So this occasion today should have been like the sacrifice and prayer service for unity in our community. So please, I just need some understanding. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Thank you. You see, she spoke of mine. That's good. And I'm one person who's been following the whole event. Our coming here was to get at the bottom of everything and then get a prayer from our elders. So it's composed of everything you may think of. That's why we say in long song, wash our daily clothes. So thank you for your concern. So we will go one on this side. Answer 2 minutes. The elders are taking notes, so...
Yeah, I'm just giving you concern. Well, thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum. I want to say to our elders, we are happy to be in your midst. With your blessing, I think we'll always be in your midst. And to all of our friends and well-wishers, I want to say thank you. I'm going to take maybe less than 2 minutes.
Beautiful.
My concern has to do with the programship we have. And I know we all flew from very long distance. Even if we spend the night here, through your blessing, we just wanted to be solved. The reason why we are here today is that since the Atlanta, Georgia resolutions that are giving an interim leadership that comprise of the three persons to come together and find a way forward for the Felmausa community. Out of the agenda, we saw Brother Morris. He came, he talked, but he did not go over the agenda that has to do with presentation, recovery, and restitutions of Felmausa properties. So we wanted to hear that. Since our king, at least he touched on a little bit in terms of accountability. President Morris came, Felmausa presentation, open election changes and recommendations. So it's out of touch completely. So Honorable President, even if you've been diverted from the topic, but these are things you should expect beyond that. How much more will make you Senator for Lower County? You don't want to hear somebody in Laura's Quadro Boni, there will be a lot of people coming on you. Control your emotions. And I want to say to our elder, thank you. The reason why Felmausa is in a center circle of decline is because we've diverted the attitude of a non-profit to a political institution. Felmausa is not driving as a non-profit. And as a non-profit, there is three things: the duty of obedience, the duty of responsibility, and the duty of care. The duty of responsibility is lacking. The duty of responsibility, the duty of obedience is a fragmentation. And the duty of care, for which we are here, is for you. We're not taking care of you. We are causing problems for you every day. So that duty of care should be a responsibility embedded in non-profit that those leaders must enshrine in the Constitution. I want to say thank you so much.
Observation. Yeah, I think everybody wants to speak. So we'll be going left and right. Like I said, that's my protocol of operation. So we call on our brother there. Yeah. Okay. So I got make maximum use of it.
I got like 30 seconds. So it's okay.
Sure?
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Thank you, elders. Thank you, everybody, for coming here today. I just have remarks. I don't really have a question. I'm a youth in this community, and I'm you guys' son, nephew, and what I see in this organization is that the lack of effort in the youth involved. And also what I also see in this organization is we're not united from the top to the bottom. So if we're not united now, is what's going to happen to the youth when we get to where you guys are sitting right now. So what I want you guys to be mindful for us, just let that sink in today when we go home. If you have sons and daughters and everything, that you guys want not to let them lose the culture, and that's really important in America. So please, let's be mindful of that. Let's try to unite and move forward, and let's have an agenda. And lastly, let's have integrity in anything we're trying to do here. So thank you. That's my time.
Thank you. Moving on, we're getting good sign. Call on Fumba to step up, make good use of your 2 minutes.
Thank you, Bidi. My elders, assalamu alaikum. Mothers and sisters. We have heard many people talking about this unity. We are now honest. If we are so united, why we have a book of guardian called the Constitution? If we are so honest, why we have the book of guardians called Constitution? Even the day of Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, some people were not honest. We are made that way. So we have to uphold to that Constitution. And secondly, my elders, you, for a long time, you have not been with Felmausa like this. We want you closer. We want you come in. If you hear anything, get together and enforce yourself into us. We will go by you. I have talked to Brother Califran today so many times about this. Come to Felmausa. If you set aside Chomo, didn't we be on Yona for a long time? We were not feeling, we were just fighting about us.
Thank you. Ati Agada, please don't leave us. Be with us. That's the message. So we call on Ansu to come out and make maximum use of the 2 minutes.
Assalamu alaikum. Nana me and our organization me a problem. Number one, more will be called the more be more mado more tunyo shama organization more kata meeting na kota ufa ulesi ni kinyado au meeting ke tanki ne fa umi mado ne fa umi si ko huku na motena na bena because mo be kenye malele so nena ni yena ne mo kakala dana fa una mikani akamba nyanya mo amasaje si ndeni mo na mika yana na teke mo banza ucha tidani hapa wa ayem yo la kala dana. So the other issue.
So we call on Mr. Ture to step out, make I'm going to make it quick. I think we are absorbed this side. Oh, we still got one there. So we'll go like that. No, we're making progress. Hopefully.
Assalamu alaikum. Chomo ani chena ala sara ala memo kuna. All right. So ne o mi e Felmausa polo wole doma korolon koroma dolon mo ke o soma dala mo sasu la kala no. Sawu wala yam ga no be jen. Felmausa on now put yale man. So let me say this. My problem with Felmausa has always been. Look, on some serious note, I think it's important that the elders are here and everything we have, let's put everything out here, off the record, no one live, let's put it out here. The problem here, my problem is the lack of tolerance. I mean, we need to tolerate each other, man. That's the bigger problem. That's been my problem since I came around Felmausa, and it still continues to be my problem. And I'm gonna say this: if we don't work it out right now, I'm sorry to say it. I mean, the future not gonna look bright. Thank you.
Thank you. I think that portion is resonating. The elders, please don't go away from us. So we call on Mr. Mohammed Dukle for the far end. Oh, Alhaji?
Yeah, Alhaji.
Alhaji? Your Honor, sir. Thank you. How do you know?
Assalamu alaikum. What an opportunity to be part of this gathering. Well, I want to say that, much more be charged than your money. We need you. You stay away from us. Moving forward, I want to recommend whatever the resolution of this mediation is going to come up to. I want to recommend today that we set up an elbow committee moving forward. We've all known your importance, and we have to structure that into the bylaws of this organization. So it shouldn't be whenever we have crisis in the organization, then we just pull you by your head to say, we need you to come and make peace here. It should be in the constitution of this federation moving forward. So if the board, an earlier speaker said that from the beginning of Felmausa, it has been a crisis or conflict between the board and the executive, and those are the two parties. So somebody got to be there by the constitution that will enforce or take a side, and then it will be two parties against the other one, and then they will all be forced to go the same direction. Moving forward, I think we should do it that way. Thank you.
Fine. Very, very, very good observation. Like, not only that we say we need them, but their presence should be constitutional. I think that's something to take note of. We call on Farouk Kone to step out to make up 2 minutes. Somebody got to be before someone. So no one take
No problem.
How dare you, King?
No problem. I told her the Tawale man still plays his whole game. No problem. I think this is a very good opportunity that we should not afford to miss. A lot of things being going on. But I just want to hit directly the president named in his deliberation. And I want to reconfirm or reaffirm publicly that yes, the president did pay for that office space that Felmausa was using. And many people accusing today that we embezzled that money. They call myself thief, somebody who stole money and eat it. For the person, for doing the job that the president commissioned me to do for the community. The landlord is in Philadelphia. Elijah Muhammad Dugley knows the landlord very well. You will never spend a week in that woman's property if you don't pay money. But yes, you have people moving around that we ate that office space money for 12 months. We did not pay for that office space money. So yes, the president did pay for that office. Felmausa did pay for that office space. Our problem here is to just chastise, castigate. When we disagree with each other, we jump on the Facebook, you are a criminal. That's our major problem. We have done it to everybody. When we went to the mission in Liberia, the humanitarian mission, I was surprised. People that we all working together, because they have a disagreement, they call some of us, particularly that were caught selling shoes in Monrovia. Can you imagine that? You know, my nephew here, he's selling. And now people flying away in America here today. The boy has not even called me, nothing. That same problem I followed president that came before Mamadi and other presidents. You have been a Richmond, you have been a Mohammed Benete. So my recommendation to our fathers, please look into those accusations and find an amicable way for your children not to just be jumping on Facebook, writing on that Facebook social media that somebody stole money without any proof. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Our elders are hearing us. There was a hand up.
Yeah. President Usman Toure.
Yeah. President Usman Toure. Yeah, 2 minutes. Then we will be going to the elders now.
Thank you very much. I just want to make one recommendation. Because the purpose we are here, I don't think we are serving the purpose. And I want to recommend that our 3 leaders, Hawa, Morris, and Mamadi, to still come back with their presentation. Because we really want to know what the way forward. And secondly, what Mr. Sano said here, I was surprised. That was not said in the board meeting. The board never agreed to come back here. This is like opening new womb. We didn't agree on that in the board meeting to come and start opening the whole fresh room that we try to throw away in Atlanta. So I don't know how Mr. Sano came about this. It wasn't right, and we are not here to discuss that. I think we are here to discuss the way forward for Felmausa. Thank you very much.
Very good. Thank you. So pretty much we are here from okay. Mohammed Fofana is the Mohammed Fofana? Who is Mohammed Fofana? Okay. Please. So now put your hand up.
Okay, sorry. Once again, I'm Mohammed P. Fofana, popularly known as Banyadias Shipping. And I know many of you interact on social media, you see me as Banyadias Shipping. Our elder says that in Madingo, Iflali, Inukunama, But in Nikuma, it is flower man. My fathers, I may have wronged you, but I'm sorry. But I think you guys are the problem in our community. Our elders.
You think so?
Yes, I think.
Guy?
No, I think our fathers are the problem. For the effort made. No. Okay, I'll take that back. Our fathers. No, our fathers. I apologize. I apologize. For the point
You got it. What is
This is the same reason why we are here to wash our clothes, to wash our dirty clothes. So, Elder, we apologize. Yeah. I apologize.
No, wait. Just a point of correction. We are not kids. We are not children sitting here. We are fathers.
I apologize.
No, thank you.
Don't apologize here.
You apologize. You see, we will tell you how a child can apologize to a father. You don't know how much a child can apologize.
Yes, sorry. I apologize.
All right. I'm elder for many of you here. But the reason why I got to say something is that the mistake the day baby made, so that he will not go further, to have it corrected before he reach to mount on the elder. Because some of us will leave our parents when we were chief of institution in Liberia. We submitted to our people, and today we got a blessing. So we want you people to be blessed. The Western way of living is not our way of living. No. We are Mandingo. Our people did not send most of our brothers to school because they didn't want for them to deviate from our culture. Our parents were educated. Our prophet started the Constitution. But the way they designed it his way, not our way. Here, now that you people are getting to know that you have elders who will enforce the rules to the letter. We are parents, we know. But you see, when the child say, the color you see over there, when the father tell the child, the color has feces on it, and the child said, no, it's not on the seed, you go break it. You will see what will happen. This is what happened to you, kids. Some of them went astray. Some of them even deviated from their culture, their identity. Some of us here, we are very proud. Honorable Keita, who's sitting over there, when the Valley Keita, Brigade Police Officer, he did not change his name. He was always Valley Keita, Valley M. Keita. And he became Chief of Police in Liberia. I became Chief of Immigration. I never changed my name. I will always Kafala Toure. You must be proud of yourself, proud of your background. If the semi education is taking that away, then I'm sorry. Then our people will run for not sending our children to school. But we'll send you to school so that you will learn to enforce our culture. So from now on, when you come on this stage and you are addressing us, you better address us like you address your father. If you address us, otherwise we will lay you here and give you 25 lashes. I'm serious. I'm not saying this for fun. I'm very, very serious. Because where we are not respected, we don't go there. We are no cause of coming here, but we came here because of you people are our children. When you excel, we are happy. And we'll come up with our rules. We'll have an investigator here. See, you have business people here. You have well-measured people sitting down here. But we are quiet. We don't want to interfere. We want to hear everything. My own son said, accused me, he said, well, I went to my park, I complained. He didn't come the railway. I will also give you 25 change when we get home.
I'm glad so we know how we conduct ourselves. Our sophistication, our little book we know, so now we don't know. You're not alone, my brother. We are many there, but you are the sample. So all know you from there now. Thank you. That's what we want to correct, not keep our tradition. We got two more. We got, yeah, we got the list. Besides that, Mr. Jabate, were you were not listed though?
My name is on it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Please step up. Because I'm going now, I didn't know you were way up there. Yeah, sorry. Remember now, somebody just offended our elder, so.
First of all, I want to greet the elder to say it is an opportunity to be in your midst, to learn something new from you and make use of your wisdom. Couple of things. Before you accuse anybody, you must have the empirical evidence to prove your case. I'm not here to defend anybody because I know everyone in this building is well prepared to defend himself or herself at any given time. But I think the problem in Felmausa is lack of sincerity. Until we can recognize that you will not support somebody because the person is your cousin, your brother, or you and the person carry the same last name, we'll continue to have this problem. Because I don't see the reason why you will see somebody in the wrong and stay back the person. Until we desist from that, we're going to stay trained on the same pattern. So another thing to look at is, like Bill Clinton said, we are deviated from the topic that we're supposed to be discussing here. What we expected was to see Mr. Maurice Kumar come and give our presentation so that we will not lose Felmausa communication when it comes to the materials that are in the hands of the other people. How do we to one setting and how somebody will not seize it when he loses the election again? These are things we should be looking at. How can we correct the mistake, the loopholes in our financial policy? So our sister Howard, whether she's satisfied with the current policy or she can go over the policy and look at some things that are wrong with the policy, recommendation to correct those problems so that we don't have one person again and going back to the same thing. It's like we are just going back to the same thing and not doing the same thing. It's also charged with making recommendations as to how we can rectify the electoral process, how we can deal with other stuff like raising funds for the federation. And he has the people to present so we can go through it and see what we have. Well, this is what we are here for, the way forward. I think we dealt with most of these things in Atlanta, Georgia. It is just unfortunate that some people were not there. So we are here today to have a working document to move forward.
Thank you. Thank you. When we call upon the executive to tell us what have been their challenges and what they think we can do further, that did not come further. So the elders are taking notes and we are here to watch our daily close. We call on President Light Ture to come out. I think he will be our last speaker.
Thank you, based on what I have to say, I will appeal to the editor to please give me an opportunity to speak.
Somebody's on the floor. Can we give him our attention?
To speak for the state of Georgia. I think this is the best forum for us to express our grievances, to take it from our heart.
what I want to say here is somebody do work. If you're not able to tell a person thank you, just be quiet. The God who created all of us, when he gave you the opportunity, if you thank God, it's double how good it is. For me to stand here, I'm very, very powerful. I'm frustrated from the statement of the past President Mamadi Sise saying about Georgia. I took my own money, the peace that we are enjoying today is because of my effort, taking my own money, $16,000 US to finance the convention. Nobody, no state had done it. Conventions was given to me, penny was not given to me to facilitate anything. I did all that, and the president came back and said in writing, said it was the convention was not fruitful because for certain things said we did not generate no money. You did not sponsor convention, zero, and somebody gave you $4,000 cash, free, as a benefit for that convention. Is that not successful convention? Somebody needs to tell me that. I think that effort should not come from the president, but the prepared time will come. Our sponsor, look at this convention that we are at today. $300. People were struggling to pay. I look at $16,000. If I was going to lose, who's going to reimburse me? Nobody. You know, for a thing, and let us not try to instigate things. You know, because no churches Felmausa, from the creation of Felmausa, have ever given a convention and sponsor their own convention and take that money and give it to the Federation Bank. And somebody from that sitting leadership said that convention was not successful. That's a sad. That is a disappointment to us and from the state of Georgia. I'm going to express that sentiment here today. $4,000. Asking the president, said this person, what I got penny from it. Okay? So at least this is very, very, I'm very, very disappointed with it. If we're going to start to do things, let us try to do, look, tell me thank you. If I was not going to sponsor that convention, where we studied that era, that was not going to be possible. From that convention, then we were able to put everything to perspective. That our address and when they appreciate that card. But I'm very, very disappointed. Thank you.
Thank you, President Light. Light Toure is the president of Atlanta. They chapter hosted the last convention, so that's why he was saying that is frustration. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's be attentive. I think this process is going on very nice. As time may permit us, we have a lot of this. We're going to put it back in the machine and wash it, and then reach it. Then from there, no more if you have anything. So, according to our program, after the executive and the board has spoken, the cross section will give make their input, and we absorb that. Now we will come to the elders who are listening to us attentively, and we will have a resolution, because we're not going to leave from here when we don't understand or don't know exactly what next, where we're going, what ought to be done, what our timetables are, where the next convention venue will be, and the rest of it. So we have a couple of things to follow. But with that said, I want to ask the elders again once more, if you agree. Our brother Frank Sano, who happened to be the representative of the board, has asked to make a clarification, just 1 minute on a point.
You need to be quiet back there, come on.
We don't want it to be confrontational, but he said he just wants to make that clarification. Since we are here to understand our past and move on, do you allow him to make that clarification for 1 minute?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
You say 1 minute?
1 minute.
Give me two.
Just make clarification.
Someone make clarification.
Give us. What kind of clarification?
Been agreed upon by the elders. So, Honorable Frank, go ahead, you use the microphone.
No, I will stay talk loud.
We'll tell you.
Yeah.
Go, move.
I just want to make this clarification. President Mamadi, I don't hate you, I don't hate anybody. The problem we got, and which we are enforcing, is we got to follow our Constitution. That's all. Thank you. We got to follow the Constitution. Even as Muslims, Shekinah is here. We have the Quran to guide us. You have to operate within the Quran for you to be a good Muslim. And the issue of honesty, sincerity is important, but when it comes to organization, it's immaterial. What is material is follow the rule. That's the important thing. So if honesty is left with you, sincerity is left with you, nobody cares about that. What we care about is follow the rules. And our elders, whatever you say, we will honor it. But if you want the issue to be resolved, I heard people saying we're going back. The issue of the $18,038.56 was not discussed in Atlanta, Georgia. And to resolve the whole thing, this is why we're bringing it to the elders, so that the way they hold it, it will be good for you, Mamadi, at the end of the day. If you are exonerated, you are exonerated. If somebody has to take responsibility, you take responsibility. But we, Felmausa Constitution,
Time. Thank you. I think he spoke clearly. He said it, he doesn't hate him, but he keeps stretching on the 18,000. Maybe the elder will further investigate or put a committee together to get people in whatever they say, I don't know. But that's it. Thank you very much. Thanks for your clarification. So at this time, we're going to listen to our elders now. And the elders, they are many, and they all took note. So it's hard to tell your elder, talk for 5 minutes. Because since we are not going to sleep here, we wanted to use their good.
If you don't go by the plan, the house will not be built. I believe there were enough things done in Atlanta for us to come here today and break bread and smoke a peace pipe and put everything down. Look at your own agenda. Opening prayer, reading of agenda, opening statement, the elder, the board, the interim leadership, presentation of the elder, and recommendation. Did we go about those things? No. Wow. So what is not done properly is not done at all. I don't think we should open old wounds. Let us resolve to come to one understanding in keeping with the agenda, so we can reach a resolution today and amend peace. Let bygone be bygone. Whatever happened from the time you people met in Atlanta up to now is water underneath the bridge. Another mistake that the facilitator made, we, the elders, have no mandate. And if we have mandate, it is not in writing. And one of the things that we could go by was the Constitution. I thought by now, a copy of the Constitution should have been before us. Right. So we can review it and make peace. Here, the meeting started with the board accusing the president of embezzlement. The president was now given a chance to cross-examine him. You'll say, that's your rule. Whatever rule is not proper, it's not no rule. I'm advising that if you call us here to mend the fence, to make peace, and reach an amicable resolution of your problem, let us go back by the agenda and yet pick out such certain things that will bring us together and let bygone be bygone. Assalamu alaikum.
Well spoken, well spoken. We appreciate it highly. So I think he spoke in a time frame very precise to the issue. To give them time. So yeah, we try to do that so they all of them can be able to speak, and we say we are here for the whole day. So we here up to So who next? Or we should go in line? Next is Alhaji. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, let's be attentive. Now the elders are speaking. They are very keen, they identify errors, and they show all the way forward. They were accused, myself here, I've been hit, I appreciate it, but they are the final decision maker, they guide us. So let's listen to them. Mr. President, the elders on the floor, please. We reach your critical place now. Thank you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. May Allah bless the occasion. Amen. May Allah keep a long life. Well, let me play my thing. That's good. Moi bebo, moi si yalo kana di for moi de un weche. Mo nani di masa prinsela. Ala ma be hamni go sonya. Amen. Ala ma be basi kama basi wakala. Amen. E kalo na jo malola mosia mana. Speaker di nani ko sometimes ku kaze ka edo link. Wana beka ku ke edo fana ni mo jamana mi kono ni mo ka America to descendela. Aya tradition ya bolo ibe chanu yena ibe do aya bolo akede taningane para pesia mamonda e pila katanu jedama yele ma be do ma bona ma kede English kan para ma be ka English kan from an kapo lo kama ba e be come here kapo ke inisia no mato fo mo je ka ma prakende mo balakana ma me kana ni panangalo kapo menye kapo ngoka ni kalo kapo fanga mi menye da wallahi mati se biya yona nekti malo kapo menye lete West Africa control kala nti malo kapo menye ye Ghana kapo menye about 4.something million in Ghana dali the 5% is I think menye mark can give me pani wo fala. So Allah more better. Allah suite na kuli. Neta Abbas mine jimbe bona be pon. Iba fola kafo ikete inyadun na wo pelo matina bala no pe. Bo aya 18,000 ya wali bale. Wali bakala ka famusa toya bo dali $1 million ma. Amalo yale kapo yel fitnya kapo famisa president ni lwana ni kapo akantite lo kapo akanda kantite anna bena foni kapo mwaka bia Facebook abi bia Facebook ka famisa komisini ja wanwa kumbala ala ja pende mabola momusini jamana kwela asini Europe ay Libya aba na ko famusa rupanani afanga para kisi ako sinulela wakabo nusi na mapeza kapo akampete mabula so nemi pola mo demu na mo bunyela kapo kani isi fito malo mokwa ala take ba diama afana ni ko kinasa nusi ni be kapo akanu mako chomo ibana obunya duna man mata chomo ule bunyela Nikita tomo doya wallahi ta tomo ita dinki di doya Allahu akbar ne de musulman ne bi ka kuma tana ala se mo biya molo maka se ka mo prak wa ayla ja ay nyon attack ni kan ni Facebook la aya dabla abel mama mu ye mo ko mo je ko mu ye mo ko mo je ko ikata fam pandia jali menye kelen pesa kata don mo naso ko abtama menye kelen sa mo wa kenjama menye to boto because from my women, it better article, it better fun for that, many. While you jelly bend, so alarm more bed. So, one Nabiena resolution at that. Bettina na sere fakela. Amula ja bagon, capella fit, boom, bona mitela, mina mitela, descend, don't mind, you know, because one started from square zero. Nyabe punya taka di chomba ya kambi ya di moma kafo ma talk na ke ba kami da alaji dukle na mi fola kami sa akana ke kami lima te lima president premier yano mamadi promasi ndena ma dunia na le te me premier no koko bekela akete téléphone de la kabia be de la kele kwanda meeting ya mo be ta kata mo si mo be benamima akuma be ba anna fa ninya be mina awe ni sakita na fe kabo masaya lo kata kamata kadi dinu mango mata to dingelalo ngo mata do dingela mamadi kwa kuma mala jago ke mama ka mo to badi ke mas president ka dinu ke va president kwa binan wa kuma ke descend kwa jamane ka kuma ba ka ma ke ma biate dingela lo be kam dinu nga ma ke ata kata kwa no mi bene ko lima ko mo be nyami gani kwa be lima be ko abe kripoke ko e ko malo ko lima be ya ko malo ko chomba be ka te move kala mata kata diama abdinia mawo atuni koma akafa
abaru ka chomba wa bu dizoke
ilabu dike kaba ko ke chomba onube ke bo mabe ke bole mwate ni bole ke ma wakako be aba fa meeting de tele muso be na mo alsi mo bo be be mema da se fano wala banima akata bo we kama gbati gba kurukuru lo kake samnya kabo dizoke ke fatu na ga lo ke tira be kuma me bo mi de ba be mo dizoke ga mo dimna wa ka ko hi ba ke kelele ganzi tano friends are not saying the na
yeah, he was here.
Anabango he right to malo ngudini mbuele lao ngwati do artist do ndala ngwaya to no ngwaki to kosia mama ala bani midema kake sira tajala adu nya misakira ko ju turena la ko skeda ina tunya folo ko dunu ko na bila fingo ami ko no biba ngoma to no atini je anyon fo alela ala bando ma tiena wa alhamdulillah ko moya de musko na fola nguma kan to anolo wona dina mama ni sen kalima dia nya wa nguma kan to na bena so Felmausa ko jisi na no ajisi ni New York to ka Felmausa fonke Felmausa kana fonke pour Felmausa kita ko ado ko ngo jene ne ka do ila mundalo mama nya do alo wa alhamdulillah asini ano abite mala moko ala tekawadi ama ala mo pelo koko mani koko nyina mani ko beko ama resolution da nyata masi ne nigele sini njenende mo se magala njenende but right and so the masakake anything below sumaya be da nyanga abe dum vallo I'm trimming because American be bo vallo wa alhamdulillah wa aba fa ko ka fasola da ndise dia bona so wala ma ani chala blai kanya moye galo ai be mo bunye afana nyon bunye bunye na tundi alao breske ni du tuto we na dia nyake me masaya jon yale de te sala tala president ni kapwa na mdiona kwa $6,000 news re me news ke be news ke ana je kan wala bora wala ba mi dele ake de do ikolo sa ala mo be ala mo dalo ala mo be ala be so
ala jenite bena I think he spoke
ma executive ni mo ai bi ake jama ba ma mi photo aya okay hello Kroma Morris ido mo so bi ai be na I see me for I am I see I am okay ido mo so bi I be see ana imagi I am
IDC gonna dobo magbeni na dobo minimum wole e woni gemi illa kabi i badema kala sego monu buma ala go kala cause money we no be ne ibe so ina ibe wora ye wora le ibe win ye we win wa money be tani afon le mosi ni be bliateke betini ini itamliya do daro de ne aso me to hen wa e lo a ko lo amo tini yoye amo je yoye amo nyo bunye abo mo be na jo no luti kwanza isini woti ni sia kuma kuna kuma mi tonotala mo be na kuma me kuma la ta ayisi we are kati se o kata josoro nya wote ajini je mini wote bunye wo be do ya mai ka ba ai mini kuma na wole yali ba te mo ma itisi fera isi mo chomo ba mo besini mo na tuti nyoye na nuta mo be mi fola wole keto alu mi fo nu nuta wo kele wanu kede mi fo anye wo keto me yale edo wala ko me na bosi ya misimiyako kanso misimia na bo me yala o da ka mo na mo bosi yako nya o te ka juna amu nyombuye ka ya fa ne mane ko era awe sa joro dilo neta era be dala o ge densi nga era kuma da me ya ta tin ibi fucking era ifale ibi bakin era ibalewo ido me miki itanyo mola yo keta na fatimi ibi miki fala ideke de woki ya o mo ko baba ibi ko bunya la ido no fo kiti bunya la abe mo bunya ala wota gidi amen eba ina ka bo na din na fa din yango ebe accident balike ado bekaniki la ya no me ya no ya to du to wokala uta afa ule kutila afa muso do madane a muso le wole abata wole muso no wujamna wuro wa mele yali fa muso kake dinne ibalewe ibije ya me ya alatan ya alatan ifuna ibije ya misimi ya alatan misimi yate duruki ba biara ikata kabo ebega na mo wosi what misimi ya misimi ya ijuso be gba kabi ibadema misimi le fani te mo ka misimi nina tambaka na t-shirt gba na ebianga kada kabala kada mo manyango wo kaya na ko wo kala ngunu fozo nyima fani babi kaso ndi fotima tiba o bianga na bro so fo na tanga maka ndidi se tiamalo wana obe maka you know wa ya wote mo ka misimile fo mo yujo so gbe enyoye mo de enyoye mo na wo ya mo faula so oni chumo bauta mota do mo nyoye na abe fo mo so ko ka wuru ana academica aje kan academica la abanya rutu kafo nya lute yino ati foi kala Dina Miala. The Dando be more Miala, Yerika Ko Becker, it's an anya. Fui Cosele. More down or car. You have to most in the morning alone. You see, what be Mutu? Yakadia down or cut of B. More bit in Yoina, money to about to be in Yoina. Yaba follow a folly. More be now to more be for wicked. You honorable Dublin and Mifa. Cover from Busha. I have constitutional. I elbow behind. Oh, Becumale. Is it no bar for comfort? May go Dajeromi, I done it. Mama, the missing. No, that's our president. More than a cousin of May Titiano. I think he may. I told him they are the Fimbia when you can look up New York, Wanda for the May Tino. Katonale, huh? We be like a mess with Nibi. Who been on a day? Our for great president with the president. Election talo. Election talo. I election comic and all be qualified mile. For a good out cool away. Mommy Masali, Ile Masale. Acadinho, Mamma Masale. Amadino, Mamma Masale. You see, Dominion. More men better we are Malutu, so I better. Come on, Yakata Labi Domain. I beg a votigra. More for Wabe Constitution cooler. Either we are woman. One mayor, Constitution the mayor. What day? Is it Domini? We are Malamobile because Domi, because I take a president and Labi, or I take a senator, because I dare. Cover Eka Jamma Woleno, Weka Jamma Woleno, Drama Baba Udo Cover, Bodo Senator or Nima, Kata Wutike, Eka Tini, either woman. Nijamanani, our now $16,000 Nitimaudi. You see, we can wait. You can't do to cover Mamma de Maul Loine. Okay, more Mamma de Dala. You see, Kabla law, Sese Dene. Yabatilama. Why you moan yellow, Emmanuel? Mamma de Dalotia, or Mamma de Idela Foya. I'm all Kusidoba. Women now look at Potila. Mamma de Latadole. Topo and Fertile. Bise among the Lubeka Barrow, because the mayor of Baba. Mayor Catini. When you come for it, a mayor. Okay, more for the woman. Come on, Jeremy, mayor to our mayor. Easy. So, what a me for her. And a couple more to know you now. One more than that, go to your Chomba Kumafani. Mr. Kitten, our agenda meaning, more than the agenda mina. What a woman, I mean. For more eBay agenda, I get a free cut a woman. Yes. Why be want to cut it? Okay, don't more back on the fee. More than the owner. Easy. So, Chomba Uta to Union or Market of Kumara. Chomba Uta to Union. More than not coming in. I don't know more than that. I have I all a new benalo. More than no bunyela. Zin de Kida Dafeni, Nani, Valikida, Rogonaska, Ndungwi. Kada fo. Kada ability.
Chamakwana Kade.
You see? Okay. So, no way that. He no bunya. Social talent. More de Musonani, Katobu Campo, Kakuma, Okadia Mobe, Abekana, Mayor Bekana, O Fanga Warren Ball, because of Mayor can't believe when a PhD the Kaka. Mimba dola ko la koni. Woni PhD, wole kaka. Ido be wala ka mimba kala na. Ka o la nuta ka. Okay, ifanga be wala ka timi. So, money chumo ba uta tu nyoina. Mo be na decision de wa meilleure decision woni do uta take woni fra do uta take. Nuta bunyele. La mene. Fuika we makala. So, nemi fanya wole won mo be nana mo be mi fa we keto. Akadi nyo we keto. Amadi nyo we keto. Ni duka mo so ya wo ke daima.
Ayaketo ala mobelo ala ay komakuya ala ay takaye do fefe ka ala na ay ma motemena modmendo ay na estanu kane fola e po sanyola dine nu te jibuto ma alu ne mo dine ma ala tala ay tanya fe ba o fe musa to ay welona ay titongala ubodi brakaliro kumanya la organization de fe musa dunya fabe ay loni ala brakalo ay lo fefe ka foko a ay lotia ala ate bimbe aka fefe ka foko a ay lada ala fanga jama mimi bra nyana ay jisulaki ay we ko kamante na dra malke sero ay do tinyali midele nafro minene nate moni vinyara ateta febela nafro kula febela kusiamana mona to ay fanu nato ay jabla Fransa no wena anani minye diara aka ake kuke ba midelo na le franco ko kosi ade da wole solo dami anani kuma ba wole ko minene awe sam na we dum na ay wote ni moduma ino daka ko bo aide so madobe na kisumana lo modo te atra wala mi ay wote re muka to adana alada alamba ke bi mo wisila ay fanu wisila ko mibre mo mi akiske ni mo mi to foni woni ya koka wole minere ay do na afra ay do to fo tijera ni every time bro ay nale community misi mi wulura dane aliumba ke jamakuli mi wula da weka mi wuja widema me ayawol ko ay kunyara 80,000 ko fonyo aje do ene ba aje madon ba mo fanyu we ko ki ko dola so ma do weka we ka mi ko dola mo te ni ko na wala weka ala mo kisi wulema ko ko tinyali ko organization tinya wule woni mo ti tongala iwi tongala jama woli la tibena iwanya nye wole tinyalida iwe na kumasiama open down ya lo doti tomona dola akuru bla yoromula alelewo bo modu benisi nute se woteri la aima trema o mota de monyo na nyamma moko to aduna nyamma moko to wanda na be jusrai wo makadwa ukeje organization ta power no I find you ba I call you mo sine da pele ka ay nyaka lo ay lule baraka bale
mo na tano wale ka
ko fembo molo mi fisaile do mo nyake to lo ay ke baraka wa domina ni mo kena fo mi ka falo mi dele kane mo safa ta amanyina uko mo safa ta ajina uko ba mi delo na for me mo gra na flote ai na for momma uso na ro aso de ro awe na la ta fo awe da sikire amatu bro na mo do ke nyaka na lo ma la da nyamma be tisura ni ma ala da te ai be tisura ni Donc, Mimi, il y en a pas de l'eau. Vous les mots comme là, il y a quelques mois, vous les acquittés alors qu'il a
I think they are doing very well. Right now, the protocol going to take different time, temporarily, just for a short time. We already taking notes. The elders are saying that they will meet again, and there are a lot of things that need to be straightened out clearly so that it can't be repeated anymore. They will go and meet. I think they will get back to us. So they're taking point. Right now, Felmausa raised funds for our deceived children that were involved, the veteran of the fire alcohol in Liberia. We all know that. So there will be a formal presentation to the immediate family, to the deceived students. Because of that, we will be doing a formal presentation. Thereafter, we will continue. So we ask everyone to bear with us.
We get to know some of those who contributed towards that, some of the different institutions that participated in the collection of money to make sure that our people were served back home. So today, we are happy to be here to make such presentation. Our thanks and appreciation go to each and every one of you who took part in that humanitarian effort to ensure that victims, the parents of those victims, were identified with. It's not so much about money. All right, it is about identifying with our Muslim community, and we want to thank everybody that took your time, everybody that showed concern with respect to that fire disaster that struck the nation of Liberia. The entire world heard about it. We got news from CNN, we got news from Al Jazeera, we got news from all news outlets talking about this fire disaster. It is indeed relieving on the part of our community, the Islamic community and our community in America, in the diaspora, to come together within the realm of 24 hours to make sure that we identify with, the community that, was affected. So we are here today, ladies and gentlemen, to do that. So I am going to, call on, we are not going to waste time here. We are going to call on presenters of this check to do that. But I think I want my sister Hawa, to be the one to make that presentation to our elder, Honorable Kefala Toure. Honorable Minister Amara Kone should have been the one to do the onward presentation to the Fula community, but he has asked honestly and humbly that Honorable Alhaji Kefala Toure proxy for him in the presentation of the check. But we will call on our councilwoman, our sister Hawa Kroma Konen, to do the presentation of that check to Honorable Alhaji Kefala Toure, who will proxy for the Honorable Minister. So, Madam Councilwoman, please come to the podium. Please come to the podium. This is, recognizing Felmausa's effort. We are recognizing Felmausa's effort in the process. They did extremely well. Our thanks and appreciations to all of our brothers and sisters as well. So we also want to thank each and every one of you who participated in one way or the other. So ladies and gentlemen, these are the three people you see here are our representatives. Okay, all right, yeah. All right. So, y'all, hold on. Everybody, hold on. We cannot do this without our brother. Can you please come over? We want to call our Fula brothers to be here with us to take this around. Please come up forward. Want you to be in the picture. Please come over. Want them to all be in the picture. Yes.
When you're presenting it to them, that's when they need to come.
Okay. Yeah, but let them be in this picture here for PR sake. I beg you. Please come over. Let me for the three. Let me be very clear. 1, 2. What my honorable minister said. 3. Those are the transitional leadership that were put in place, by our elders, to lead Felmausa to election next year. These are people that are leading. So their effort has been tremendous. And I want to recognize Siddiq Kamara, who has this organization and went straight ahead upon hearing, about the fire disaster, was able to single-handedly raise about almost $6,000 with respect to it. Once again, we cannot continue to, we cannot praise this group without mentioning the Honorable Minister Amara Konen, who were able to coordinate the entire effort to get us to synchronously work together on one voice. So we want to appreciate the Honorable Minister, want to appreciate our leaders, and then our Honorable Kimvi. Let's recognize that. I was coming, trust me. Honorable Kimvi, who has been on the vanguard of raising money throughout every time disaster or something of fundraising, some aspect of fundraising comes up, Honorable Kimvi has been on the vanguard. And this time, he was able to raise about, according to the record, 70,000 and more. So I think these are people who have been working tirelessly to make sure that we succeeded. Okay, so it is an honor to have these people here, and we are very happy as a community in the diaspora to be so much united to make sure that our people, spoke with one voice. This money will be presented today. This is the check, a check of $21,315. So Siddiq, you said you wanted to say something. All right.
I just want to take the opportunity to thank everybody for coming here today and to present this check. If we look across the room right now, this is what we call unity when something happened. From the Fulani community to the Maningo community, this is what's called unity right here. This is what we need to be doing every time when something like this happens. And when this tragedy happened, I called my friends because this hit home. I was born in Liberia, and I was able to raise 5,000 plus in one day. So I'll call my Uncle Sako. I'm like, this money, it had to be accounted for. Accountability is key. So we're passing this money to the other communities now, and we hope and I pray that it goes in good hands. So again, thank you guys. I love my community as a young guy in this community, and I'm going to continue to fight for this community. And we all going to continue to do it together. So that's why I have to say today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sidney. Thank you.
Okay, so people will speak one by one. But Abraham, can you please come up? Abraham Billington. We can't have this thing going without you. Yeah, I will call you. Hold on. Before we go to our presenter, we want to make sure we do all the necessary things because this is record. It is record. Trust me when I say record. Okay. Okay, so where is Kimvi? Kimvi? Huh? Yeah, the council people. Oh yeah, okay. Let Kimvi feel in there. Mori will come. The council people, your respect is there. Musa, you did well. Trust me. Kimvi, why don't you just say one or two words, with respect to that, and then Abraham, who also was able to reach out to the other Fula community to raise about the amount of $600 quickly within, like 1 day time. So he also have to speak there. Our council people, then before the Honorable Alhaji make the presentation. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I would like to thank the community for their support as always. My community, Masjid Falai of Newark, New Jersey, and the community were trusting us with this thing. I think together we can build a system and do a better job, and build a community, and build a school, build a hospital, and we need to come together. We have a lot of ability, and we are willing to give. but we need a better system in place. So I just say to all of you, thank you very much for coming. And inshallah, we got a lot to do together in the future. Assalamu alaikum.
2106.
The President. Please speak. I don't have much to say. I would just like to thank the Honorable Minister for coordinating all of this effort to raise this amount of money. When he contacted me, I talked to Sako, we generated this money in collaboration with our partner that we work with. And I thank Sheikh Usman, for always answering my call, mobilizing his community to be part of this. I thank everybody for coming. Inshallah, I hope we can do more of this, not only in times of disasters, in terms of listening to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wa tasimu bihablillahi jami'an wa la tafarraqu. It's better to come together as a Muslim community. Division you see today is not Islam. It's just our own thing. I hope God bless all of us. May God bless our effort in America. Thank you very much.
Okay. Now the council is, the representation you see here is from Felmausa. The work of these people cannot be overstressed. These were people that got on the phone and reached out to chapters. They reached out to chapters and made sure that we held meetings upon meetings to make sure that these monies were accounted for, to make sure that everybody submitted their money into the coffers of Felmausa. So Felmausa is in the heart of this, it's in the middle of this thing. Our thanks and appreciation and gratitude go to the council people who are now leading our federation. We thank you for job well done. But Honorable Cisse, want you, Morris, want you to say one or two words. Morris is one of the councilmen his responsibility is PR and all that aspect of it. So it's separated into three responsibilities. So, okay, all right. Then Morris will speak on behalf of the something. So he is the PR department. All right, honorable councilman.
Thank you, Chief. I'm not going to take very long because we really got to do this thing speedy. So I want to say thank you to. Okay. So I want to say thank you to my sister Hawa. I want to say thank you to Mama Cisse for the cooperation that we've been, having since we came from Atlanta. I think the experience has been very great. We've had some challenges, some hiccups, but still, we've been able to get through this. And I want to say a big thank you to the community. The community really rallied around when this thing happened. I said it the last time, woke up September 18th in the morning and realized that 28 of our kids died. Innocent children have no idea what happened. They went to sleep that night after reading Quran, and Allah may have it, they passed away. Minister Connor, through his instrumentality and leadership, called everybody around and said we need to rally around our community and show some support for our community members because we are minorities in Liberia. So that effort translated into what we have today, $21,315. That in the community in America mobilized this amount of money just to demonstrate that when one thing happened to one Muslim in Liberia, all of us are affected by it, and so we have to demonstrate our commitment to that. And that is what we've been able to do today. And so I want to say thank you to everybody. There's a church in Minnesota that gave us $300 just to demonstrate their support to the community as well. So it's not just the Muslim community. There are people from all around the America that have, that contributed to this effort. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you very much.
I want to thank also my own people to Lima and New Jersey. Bijou Sano has always been there, so she also was instrumental in that. Lima, Honorable Farouk, you led our UNO collection. We want to tell you thank you so much for that. Now we want to come to Mr. Toure. Honorable Alhaji Toure will be, like I said earlier, the minister was supposed to have been here to do this presentation. Because this is what is transcribed on the program sheet. But due to his busy schedule, he has asked, Honorable Alhaji Kefala Toure to proxy for him. So he will do the formal presentation to the Fuller community, in the amount of $21,315. Honorable Kefala Toure.
On live, so we want to make it sure God can be and busy. I want to make sure people of Atlanta to know that there are 2,000 $215 was used as one of the causes.
Okay, Minnesota. Okay, all chapters. All right, and then we have forgotten something. Our family communities, around. Lately, you have seen the upsurge of family, family communities, coming up. All of these people, Grand Konya, the Don Fosi organization, I forgot. Don Fosi, everybody contributed to this thing. So we want to thank each and every one of you. Ishmael Donzo, Don Fosi, can you please come up? Honorable Ishmael Donzo, I want you to come up. He also asked his people to contribute, so we receive, yes, everybody. Arizona, Palu, Boni, they are here, honorable, they are here. So everybody contributed. They contributed separately though. So we want to tell everybody thank you. Honorable, here is it. You are practicing for the honorable minister. He asked you. Thank you for coming. And you may take the magna.
Thank you, Mr. President. You're making it very complex for yourself. When we say Mandingo community or Muslim community, in fact, that says all. We are doing this purposely because of our community. When you are tribalistic or you believe in tribalism, that brings about division. Yes. When you say Fula, Mandingo, you're just making us weak and you're making our enemy to prevail. Amara Kone, when you heard about this, he called me. He said, oh man, what are we going to do? I said, those are our Muslim brothers or Muslim children that died. We have to support them. And he did not relent. He started calling here and there. Tirelessly. That's what you call leadership. Now when you're looking for position, then you come to people, I will kick out for you to vote for me. No. Run your campaign as though tomorrow was election. Then we'll know you are a leader. For what he has proven to us for the short period of time, that shows that you're a leader. They are young. May God give them that leadership that they are wishing for. We want to present this check, this beautiful check, and to our Muslim brothers for the death of our children. You see, to give it to our brothers in Liberia to help to bring relief to the bereaved family. We will continue to pray for them. We're just giving this check as our token to the Fula community. I hate to say Fula, I'd rather say to the Muslim community, because we are Muslim first. That what got all united. When somebody say, oh, that man a Fula man, they man a Mandingo man, he bringing division among, between us. That weakening our strength. When you Muslim, you Muslim. If any white man come here right now, they see us sitting here, they won't know who Fula, who Mandingo. They will say that Muslim people. So you don't stick on that. And you don't hold that as a touch. So we are presenting this check to my dear brother, because he now go to the same mosque. What is his name? Abraham Diallo. He now go to the same mosque all the time, 5 o'clock in the morning. We are presenting this check to you on behalf of the Muslim community in America, and our brother Sidiki Kamara, where is he? Okay. Sidiki Kamara, who really work hard to talk to his friends in the city to contribute. But he just left. He has a meeting. He gone. But we are presenting this to you, Mr. Chairman, on behalf of the Muslim community in America, that this is little token we have for you to show that we are with you day and night. And we expect you to be with us day and night. So this the little thing that we have for the family in Liberia, the Liberian Muslim community in Liberia to help our family people that are there. All right? So, Honorable Keita, the Keitas are here. They are our grandmothers who want to give you the honor, you see, to be part of this.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
All right.
No, hold on.
Our first president, the first president of Lima, Honorable Alhaji Mamadi Philadelphia, has some presentation to make. I want to thank the community for donating this amount. It's not really the amount, but the heart it came from, why important the unity. I'm not switched to the Fulham community. We work together in Philadelphia. Thankfully, I'm retired. So I will volunteer to work with them in case they want to rebuild, so we can rebuild it according to code. We have fire sprinkler system, we have fire drill, we have emergency exit. I will help them plan so this kind of unfortunate situation will not happen again.
Thank you so much.
And as far as location-wise, I advise that our school should not be located over there again. I have found on the highway, Total Highway, I can donate land so they can build something there. I think the city is too congested to build a campus there.
Takbir!
Allah
Akbar! Takbir!
I'll be Monroe myself, shell out, so I can work with the community there so we can rebuild the school. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. President. There's the reason why you wanted to retire, and I kept saying no. You see, to our Muslim brothers, we are telling you that we'll give you your land in Monrovia to build a new school. The land is free. You're not going to pay for it. We're giving it to the Muslim community for free to pay your school. Whatever you want to do there, you do it.
Not in Monroe, in Total.
In Total,
yeah, because the city is congested.
Yeah. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Something is surprise, something not surprise. We have one. We ask all the time for to be one. We say Maningo and Fula. We grow up, our grandparents used to say the same thing, but they used to use that one to joke. But now we're using it sometimes for politics. It's not something good. We're very happy. We're not happy because this is not death. But the way you're standing, you do everything just like now your own children. We're very happy for that. We ask, not now, from now on, all of us shall be together. If you start doing this because you're starting a secret, nobody will know before. Group people decide to say, okay, Mono sit down, let's do something. When something happen, both sides, Mono look at each other like we are enemies. We are one. Let's sit down and discuss everything together before we bring it out. If in a politics, if in a anything, because the politics, we need something, everybody needs something better. We don't want to stay here forever. We want to go back. But we don't want to suffer, build house, do everything. We know a fine place, we go over there, no security for us. Because we used to good life. And this one is showing we are one. People fight in Liberia. All those people who fighting over there, today they are one here. Nobody fighting. Why are we fighting over there for? Nobody know. Eh? Because here they have law. You see Gio men, Vai men, Basa men, Maningo men, all of them, they used to fight. Today, they eat in the same boat. Yes. Why? We have to think about it. We're not going to be here forever. We just get, just like something like this. And everybody go report to what you do. We ask for you to reach to the elder. I used to be in Morovia. I used to be the youth leader. 8% the old Maningo people we used to be meeting together. I used to go to Bomir when they say Ulimo this or this that. All these other people who don't know. That's why these guys sometimes we go argue on there, we take knife, we want to choke each other. Because I know the secret inside. I used to be with their father, not them. We are one. And this check, we accepted from you. We happy. The last time we met over there, we make some money. If we still have that money, the money reached to another $3,000. And that $3,000 plus this one, we can calculate. We won the same way Mr. Krumah said, we're not taking the check from here like now. Yep. But we want to find somebody from here, 1, 2, 3 from that side and 2 on this side. We contact them over there, we deliver the money to them. This is not money. Money always brings trouble, and we don't want to get trouble. Politics, money, women, nobody trusts. They give you money today, they don't look at you, they look at the money. Maybe you will get respect until you receive the money. From the day you get the money, people don't respect you anymore, because they go think you're eating the money or you're doing something else. Yes. Now, like join together, we try, we send the money to them, and if it's possible, why Mr. Krumah said, and he go contact them, he tell them why he tell us from here, and then we see what to do. I know all over everybody do something, but what we do, that one we're going to present to them. And we thank you very much. And we ask this one, you can make a little bit dua for us. And we do something else. We're very happy. We're very happy. We can get able to explain. We're happy. Yes, thank you.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله الذي هدانا للإسلام وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله ثم الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله المبعوث رحمة للعالمين محمد بن عبد الله صلوات الله وسلامه عليه وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين وبعد. Brothers and sisters, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who made us be Muslims. Because of His blessing that He bestowed upon us, we find ourselves doing things in the name of Islam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us as a Muslim until we meet Him on the day of Qiyamah. As He said in the Quran, وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. The Holy Prophet said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُؤْتِي الدُّنْيَا وَمَنْ أَحَبَّ وَمَنْ لَا يُحِبُّ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُؤْتِي الدِّينَ إِلَّا مَنْ أَحَبَّ وَمَنْ أَعْطَاهُ اللَّهُ الدِّينَ فَقَدْ أَحَبَّ. Allah gives this dunya to whom He likes and to those who do not like. But for the religion of Islam, He only gives it to those whom He loves. So if you find yourself in Islam, you should know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves you. Now it's up to you to hold fast to this love, not to break it down. This means you have to find out what your lover do like and what he does not like. Allah loves you and I. We should try to find out what do Allah want for you, how Allah want for you to be, and how we will be towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala command. So this will keep the love, and it will be there until we meet Him here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us that way until we meet Him. Amen. As He said in the Holy Quran, we should not die unless we completely submit ourselves to His will. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to do so. As the brother was saying that we cannot thank you for this. Because
excuse me.
We do not know how to thank you other than what the Prophet ﷺ taught us, or Umar radiallahu anhu said. He said, if the Muslim were to know how much important this dua is, they are going to keep it all the time, saying, Jazakumullah khaira. He said, this is the best dua a Muslim can offer to his next Muslim brother or sister. Jazakallahu khaira. In this, you get everything. Like you make the dua, Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana wa fil akhirati hasanatan. You know what that means? Give us everything good we like in this dunya. Give us everything good we like in the hereafter. What do you like in dunya is to have a fancy car, nice home, beautiful woman, children, money in your account, money in your pocket. That's all you want in dunya, and health. What do you want in akhirah? Is to be saved from the fire of hell and enter into Jannah. So when you say Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan, this is what we want. Jazakumullahu khairan is just like may Allah pay you with good. What do you want from Allah is health, wealth. That's it you want from Allah. You want to be healthy, you want to be wealthy. If you are healthy, you are not running to hospital, that means your body is good. When you are healthy, your pocket is good, your bank account is good, you will buy any car you want, you will build any house you want, you will go anywhere you want. This is what you want from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make you wealthy and healthy. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you beautiful children who will stand for this religion. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala unite us in the name of Allah, in the name of Islam. وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said we should hold each other, hold to the rope of Allah, we shall not divide. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to hold on to the rope of Allah. That is the book of Allah and the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If we find anything other than this, that will never be united. The unity is built from the book of Allah and the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. Once we all hold on to this, we will be together forever. But if you find something else, my grandfather know this or my uncle know this one, we live the Quran and sunnah, that way it will be very hard for us to be together. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to learn the book of Allah and teach it to our women and children, and to practice and put what we learn into use. This will help us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you all good, keep you healthy and wealthy. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you a good money. May Allah give you good children. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala heal all our sick. We know our brother Abdullah, his son, he was one who made the forest, right?
Yes.
He used to drive P number 250. It's his car. So we know brother Abdullah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him help. Amen. And give all those Muslims who are sick help. Amen. Bring them back to our community. Those who are out there, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala save them. Amen. May Allah give all those who want money, halal money, to give them halal money. Amen. To save them